Hi, everybody. I wanted to put together a presentation to kind of walk you through the final project. It's a big deal. It's a lot of points. And, well, let's look. Specifically, it is 300 points. And so, like a lot of the homework assignments, you have two options, and you only need to do one of them. And so we're going to walk through both options. And so option one, both options start with a reflection of the course, kind of a 2 to 3 page summary that outlines what you learned and kind of how that's going to help you moving throughout your career. Then talk about the good, the bad, the ugly. And so if there's something that you think that could be improved about the course, say so. If you think that there's something challenging that was overly challenging about the course, if you didn't like programming in Python or something, let us know. And so next, you're going to start some database design and analysis, and you're going to use some database files that are provided in the Module 8 Portfolio Projects section. Down at the bottom, you'll find the files that you can download. And so to start, you're going to use the accidents_2016.csv file and to create your data. And so you'll want to create a MySQL schema called accidents. And within that schema, you're going to create a table called accidents_2016 that's got the columns that are specified here. So create table query, all the things that you know how to do so far. That part's pretty straightforward. Then you're going to load 3 tables worth of data. And so you're going to load the accidents data. And so again, you can load the data from a specific location. You're going to need to tell where those files and things exist. You're going to load vehicles data. And so you should open up the corresponding CSV files, get a feel for the data before you load it so you can then later confirm that your tables make sense. And then you're going to load the vehicle type information. And so again, download the Excel files from the Module 8 Portfolio Project section and kind of go through them, get a feel for them, and then do your import operations into the accident schema. So after your data is loaded, you're going to perform some analysis. So you've kind of done the data creation, table creation, and data loading. And so first you want to find the average accident severity and the number of accidents for vehicles of type motorcycle. And so your vehicle is a motorcycle, you're going to find out the average severity and the total number of vehicles that were in an accident. So you're thinking, okay, I'm going to use a count and I'm going to use an average. So there's your hint. Note that the performance of your query may run slowly, so slowly that MySQL says I'm out of here and just stops running. And so you're going to next improve the query performance. And so you guys have used Explain. So look at the Explain tool and run it and then save the outputs to some type of file that we can later view. And then from the Explain results, ask how many rows have been read per join operation. And so what's really going on behind the scenes that's causing this thing to be slow. And next, just as you did in the performance tuning section, you're going to add an index called accident index of type index to the on the accident index field or accident index column in accidents_2016 table. And another index called accident index in the vehicles_2016 table. So you guys know how to do this. It kind of gives you the queries to create those. And so after you add the indices, rerun the query and see the number of rows read per join and just kind of get a feel for how adding those indexes impacted the performance. After that, you want to find the median accident severity. And so what is the median value? Well, if you've got 100 values, it's typically one that shows up at 50. If you've got 10 values, it's one that shows up at 5. You're sorting the values and you're just grabbing the middle one. And then it says MySQL does not have a median function. And so to find the median accident severity, you're going to have to write a Python script. And I know this is going to make some of you happy. So you guys should have Python installed and it should be in good shape. And then once you just fire up Python, go ahead and create an accident median table, kind of as shown here. And so you can see it's got a type and it's got severity. And then you're going to run the Python script that they gave you that does a lot of the calculations for you. And so at this point in time, you should know the median severity. And so for each of the queries that you use in steps 1 through 8, save that query within a text file. And then if the query produced a result set, then list the first 10 rows of each result after the query. And then bundle everything together. And you can bundle it all in Word document. So it's, here's my query, here's my screenshot, here's my query, here's my screenshot. That works really well for me. So if you do that, I don't need a whole boatload of different files. Just give me a good Word document that makes it obvious what you did. And so that's option 1. Option 2 consists of 2 items: a lessons learned reflection. Again, talk about the course and things that maybe you didn't like. Should be 2 or 3 pages. And then we're going to do some database analysis. And so the following database projects will create an educational attainment demand forecast for the state of California for the years greater than 2010. So we're trying to figure out what's going on in California. I don't know if California knows what's going on in California. The demand forecast is the expected number of the population who will have a certain level of education. Population is divided into age groups, and education attainment is divided into different levels. Population of each group is estimated each year up to the year 2050. Implement the following steps to obtain the demand forecast. And again, you can get the database tables below. So create a CA_POP, a California population schema. Using your CA POP schema, create an educational attainment table, which columns match the columns in the Excel spreadsheet that you're given. Then, using your same schema, create a population projection table, the columns which match the spreadsheet in population projection _1970 to 2050.CSV. So you're going to just look at the spreadsheets and go ahead and integrate those to create the schema. And then it says, write a query to select the total population in each age group. And then use the query from step 6 as a subquery to find the educational or each type of education attained by the population in that group and the fraction of the population of that age. So you're going to have a subquery within a query. So your second query will be the one that gets the majority of the data because you've just used the query that you created in step 6 to build it. And then after that, you're going to create a demographics table from the SQL query that you created in step 7. And then query the population projection table, which shows the population count by date, or by date, year, and age. And then use the query from step 9 as a subquery. So this is kind of your subquery options. And use the case statements that's shown here so you can kind of get a feel for what's going on. So for each of the query steps 1 through 10, again, put them in a Word document, do a screen capture of your results. That works really well. Even if you do option 1, you should come back and try to do a couple of these subqueries just to kind of see how you do. You don't have to turn it in, but it'd be good practice for you. So it kind of walks you through the process, and so give that a shot. So again, course reflection, then the queries, all can go in a single Word document. You can capture text-based output, or you can give me a screenshot. It works fine. So good luck. Congratulations on getting to this point in the class. And I will see you guys in the discussion threads. I look forward to your work. Have a great week.